Hey guys, how's it going today? Welcome back, and I want to talk about something today. JiDion cried on stream for a few things. Is that an L or is that a W? Let's go over it right now, and I want to listen to some of Shneako's talk with him, and then I'll go into some of my personal take. Let's do it.
Content throughout. Like you'll see maybe changes in the way I act and certain things like that, because you just have to self-reflect on yourself and just change for the better. So I was just self-reflecting on myself, and then I realized I was just looking back at some of the videos, and some of the videos it was like, okay, yeah, this is a certified banger, I was happy with this. But then other ones, it's like I don't even want to look at them. It's like I just want to pretend that they're not there, just because it's just like I know I didn't put my best foot forward, and I knew deep down I sold out. And then pertaining to this week's video, don't get me wrong, I did the video solid. I love the video and everything, but the thing is, it's like with the ad towards it, uh that's a whole nother thing. But basically with the ad towards it, I wanted to make the ad better. First off, I didn't want to do the ad, but things happened, so I
The
ended up doing
bag
the
was
ad.
good. The bag was good.
No. It had nothing to do with the bag. It had nothing to do with the
So
bag.
what have to do? Why did you do it?
That's besides the point. But I ended up doing this, so I was like, fuck, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna at least make it, as best as I can. So I wanted to do other certain things, but with timelines and people like, yo, we need to, it's like I just felt so rushed. So I literally just sat down in my room, recorded it, posted it, and boom. But then when I posted the video, like my pride is so high, especially with what I love with the videos, that in my eyes, that ruined the entire video. Just that ad alone. When I do ads, I like to make them funny as fuck. So it's because an ad is an interruption of the entertainment that you're presenting to your viewers. And so if I'm gonna do an ad, I want to make sure that entertainment isn't interrupted, but at least they're still being entertained throughout the whole video, so no one can be like, "Yo, everything was great in the video except for that one part." Because I felt like if people are saying one part of the video is bad, then the entire video is bad. And so that happened. Then it had me self-reflecting on, I did this video where I went to Inverness, where the Loch Ness monster is, and I could have made that video so much better. I had spent 6,500 on a life-size Loch Ness monster. I was gonna buy even more scuba divers to trick him and stuff like that. But then I just rushed it out. I just rushed it out when I didn't need to. I could have made it so much better. And it was just so much stuff was getting towards me. And then it also had me self-reflecting on just how I've been in general. And I was thinking back to the Pokemon situation. I feel like the thing from that whole situation that I feel like that turned me from myself the most is the fact that it's kind of I was big. I was already at 3 million subscribers whenever the whole Twitch situation happened. But what happened was it kind of made me mainstream. You feel me? And I'm pretty sure you know the same feeling where it's
No.
you have you're on
I've
but
never. No.
what I mean is you have everybody's eyes is on you. So you have the people that love you and fuck with you. You're just used to just pretty much just getting love, right? But then you get shot into a sphere where so many people are looking at you, and it's not just love. You have the people that are looking at you, just waiting for something to criticize.
No, bro, I've always had haters. I've always had a lot of criticizers. I've never felt that switch like you. I've been used to this type of attitude.
Well, I just was never used to that because it was just on such a broad scale where it was whatever I did, news articles, bro, having fucking news articles writing shit about you is a whole nother thing. This is what the actual fuck. So I had all these news articles, and then it was just all these huge creators that I looked up to, eyes are on me. So it felt it really felt like I had the world's eyes on me.
It's a lot of pressure.
That's exactly a lot of pressure. And so instead of internalizing it and being oh, well, I need to show them my true self, it's I would still be my true self, but then also in moments it would be I would have thoughts in the back of my head of yo, what if someone what if this, or what if it could fuck up this in the future? And it was just more my business mind was getting in the way. And it's just I'm not a business savvy person. So with that getting in the way, it was feel like it was hindering my content.
I have seen a few videos where JiDion gets like this, but nothing. To this point, he's extremely overwhelmed right now. He's extremely overwhelmed. He's taking on a lot right now, and it feels like he's really trying to push his true image, push his true self, become the best version of himself that he could possibly be. Was crying weakness in this video? I don't know. I guess you have to watch a little bit more and find out in a second. I will not give that up until after we go over the review, but as of right now, he is overwhelmed. He has had too much coming, and he feels like he's had to put out content too early compared to his regular flow. I feel like he's a perfectionist at most of his stuff. He likes to take things to a point to where he feels he did the most to get the best possible outcome out of it. He likes to have as much control over the videos as possible, whereas I like to come at it from like a real flow, just natural flow, be able to have like the one-on-one conversation or mass conversation with many. But I also like to have a certain direction with it, whereas I feel like he wants to have a very artful presence within the area that he comes from, which is a little bit more of the prank videos, but he has some stuff, but he's pretty flustered right now. And let's keep watching.
Content in a way, and there'll be some videos where it's just like, and wouldn't fuck with it, like, you know, like me bowling with the coconut in the bowling alley. You know, there'll be some videos where I beat that instance, but then there'll be other videos where it would get the best of me. And I really feel like me going over to the UK, especially meeting Logan and KSI and everything, I feel like that's where it really started getting to the most to me. And what's crazy is it's like if anything, you know, they're not the type of people where it's like, oh, he makes this type of content, so we need to stay away from them. So I don't even know why I feel like it was amplified, but it was. I just feel like it was so much more amplified to the fact of like, I have to like basically make air rack type content. Like I call it air racking. Like it's like I have to air rack it. I have to make content.
What does that mean?
Could be basically I got to make content that is suitable for everybody. You know, instead of just like
doing what you want. Yeah. I realized you. I don't want to say switching up, but yeah, I've noticed you try to steer it towards like family friendly content, try to get away from like edgy type thing, trying to get mainstream type content, and I guess that's why it's taking a toll on you. But I'm wondering, like, if you could simplify, like, why were you crying on stream like that, bro?
Like it wasn't me crying on stream like, you know, I'm breaking down. I was coming on stream because it was just like. Yeah, it's like I was getting. It's like you know, if you talk to your girl or something, or you talk to your friends, it's like something that's been on your chest for so long. You know, it is like, you know, you've been like pushing it down. When you finally just like let it out, you know, emotions are gonna follow. You know, like, bro, that's not my first time crying on stream. Like anybody that watches my stream, they know like I'm a fucking crier. Like I'm over here putting up 8 snot bubbles, 20 tears.
Yeah, when you hit a mill, I think I've never seen that.
Yeah, like so me, you know, I'm seeing people saying weak and stuff like that. Like if you think it's weak to cry, you know, that's on you.
I mean, personally,
it can definitely be weak to cry, but it can also be strong and life changing depending on how you use it. As a man, obviously, we are taught not to cry unless certain things are going on in our lives, and it doesn't mean that you don't deal with your emotions. There's just different avenues that men have to deal with their emotions, and crying is not one of them unless certain circumstances are brought to the forefront. As an extreme example, you know, if your mom or your dad or your grandparents die, I would say that no one would expect anything else from you at that point, and it's totally okay. And you'll never be seen as weak for situations like that. When you're under high stress situations with what he's dealing with involving millions of people, I don't know that feeling, and I like to share from like personal points of view. We will get there, guys, so don't forget to like the video, comment below, sub to the channel. We got many more good things coming out for all the men out there, bring you to a healthy point of view, healthy place, and like they say, turn some simps into pimps. And if you're dealing with any problems, there's ways to success, and I believe that there's a core set of values that will take any man from being unhappy with his current situation and becoming comfortable with yourself, becoming okay, and becoming the best version of yourself. And when you allow those things to happen, not only will you be successful in business, you will also be successful with women. There's a certain mindset that comes along with this, and that's why you'll notice if you watch people like Shneako, Fresh and Fit, Andrew Tate, JiDion, Destiny, It's all across different walks of life, but they all share similar characteristics, which comes down to certain values that you build up over time. And we're going to be going over that in this channel, but we're going to keep going with this video, guys. Let's keep watching and see what happens next.
I wouldn't do it, but you seem like you seem much better now. Like after we were watching it, you seemed much better. Like it was good to let it out.
But it's good to cry, man. Jesus cried, David cried. You know, a lot of powerful people in the Bible cried.
Okay, but Jesus was crying for different reasons than you. I'm trying to figure out the reason, like what's really got you. Can you boil it down to one reason? I can't figure it out. Is it just the pressure? Is it everything? Is it everything building up?
No, the reason was that like I feel like I let myself down, you know, like, and I was just disappointed in myself. And then it was just like also the fact of like, you know, I'm letting myself down, but then like I still have my viewers that still love me and still supporting me and doing all this stuff. And it was just like, damn, it's like if you have like a loving family, you know, like I hate to use this analogy, but let's say you're a drug addict, right? And you have a loving, supporting family that's there to do anything for you and everything, but you keep on doing drugs, keep on doing drugs. And it's like, even though you keep on doing drugs, they're still showing you love, compassion, taking care of you and everything. It's just like you're doing something bad, but you still have a support system around you that's great. And it was just like, wow, you know, even though like, in my mind, it's like, fuck, I sold out and shit like that. It's just like, I still got people that love me. And it's just like, it's just such a simple fix. It's just like, I just need to make the content that I want to make, whether it takes a week or a month or whatever. It's just like, when I want to go do a video, I want to go do it. And so it's a simple thing. All I need to do is just be me. Like, it is that crazy. It's crazy that I have merch saying just be me, but like, in a sense, I wasn't just being me. So it was more of just like a.
But what changed? What changed? Like you seem like you're like you figured something out and you're not going to sell out anymore. I mean, the title of the stream was "I Sold Out," but you've been going back and forth. Like when we talk, you're like, "I just want to stream," and then like you'll FaceTime and you'll be like, "I just want to make videos now." I'm confused to like. I'm trying to, without speaking like in Twitter terms and stuff like that. Like talk to me man to man. Like what's going on? What's going on?
Bro, I feel like you think it's something deeper when it's like really not. I feel like you maybe think I'm beating around the bush, but like I'm telling you, like I'm being point blank and like literally everything I just said is exactly what it is. Like there's no deeper underlining thing. Like that's just it.
I'm confused about what it is. Like just overall all the pressure, everything.
I just said like I just feel like I let myself down, you know.
So I do think Shneako thinks there's more to it than this. I don't necessarily think that this is everything. I definitely do think there is more to it than what is shared publicly. That's fine. I understand some people have certain parts of their life, especially when they're public figures, they want to keep private. But I do think Shneako's onto something here. There's definitely something more in this. See if he gets it out of him. Maybe he will.
Like what I was building and the momentum I was having and stuff like that, I feel like I knocked that down just to like me in my head thinking to get to another level. But when it's just like, you know, fuck that other level, you know, like even though.
So how are you going to change? You're saying fuck that and you seem like you found a new direction, but how are you going to do that?
I mean, shit. I mean, you know, I can't just talk about it. I just got to be about it. So I'm just going to be happy.
That's what I'm asking you. So what is going to change now that you seem to have a new direction?
What's going to change is just that I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to just do, instead of thinking of the fact of like, oh, yo, this will go viral. I'm going to think, oh, bro, this is funny as fuck. Let me go do that, you know? Like when I went to Tyrone's place, like, you know, there was nothing that indicates.
I think he's going to make the videos that he loves making, and he's going to get away from some of the
you know what I mean? It's just like, if anything, that could backfire so
sell
hard.
out
Like,
content that some of these advertisers want people to make it more for the masses and can make it feel like it's less for yourself.
A lot of my stuff is like, I think of like the consequences later, you know? And I feel like a lot of things I've been thinking about the consequences prior. And it's like I've been psyching myself out when like I'm gonna go with the flow type person. So I'm gonna just go back to my roots and just do what I do. It's just like, you know, like everything will work itself out. You know, if I think it's something, I'm gonna just go out and do it, man. Like I already have like a bunch of like, bro, I already kind of went through this crisis, or this, not even crisis. I went through this little thought process a couple days ago, but like today was just me telling everybody, because I feel like I have to let my boys know, like, you know, I know a lot of people don't like to let their social media know their feelings and like how they're feeling and everything like that, but I do, because, you know, I consider my boys like my boys, you know, and so I want to be open-ended with them. You know, I don't see myself on a different pedestal. I consider them my friends, because, you know, it's just like bro, like they're who I do it for. You know when you try to make jokes to your friends and get a laugh out of them, and be funny or be like the group clown or whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how I am with my boys. It's just like I'm here to make them laugh and to like bring joy to their life because they brought so much joy to mine.
Real talk, I think you should take a little bit of a break from social media. I think you should take some time off to think about everything, the channel, like what you want to do. This is real talk. I'm noticing this had like a common trend with YouTubers who are.
I do think this is good advice for a lot of people that stay too long in one environment for too long. This is good advice. A week, 2 weeks, even a few days, just not looking at this stuff can be pretty good for you overall, especially if it starts consuming you and becoming what you're doing fully. I like the way Shneako does his lives where he does a month on, a month off. We'll see if he continues to do that in Miami or if he kind of goes in head first for a few months and then, takes his time. But I do think that's good advice even for JiDion. And yeah, I think that's pretty healthy overall. Let's continue, guys.
Really deep into this. And when you only exist on social media, you kind of get lost in the sauce. And I'm just looking out for you. I wanted to say this like off stream, but I think you should take some time off and just like you shouldn't stream. Just don't think about videos. Maybe just take time for yourself. Be with your boys, as you're saying. And like being chronically online and everything, it fucks with people's heads. I've noticed it happen to a lot of different YouTubers, like in our circle, stuff like that. It's dangerous, like when you really stay on social media that much, then you don't like the noise all the time, the back and forth, the comments, getting canceled, the articles, the pressure of being a YouTuber and everything. It fucks with your head. And I think you're at another level right now where you're still like, I think you're one of the funniest YouTubers of all time. That's why I fuck with you. And now you're reaching a point where it's like, you need to be mainstream, and that they take away, the system wants to take away the essence of funny so that you fit their agenda. And it's fucking with your head. So my advice, I would take some time away. Chat does on that.
You're blaming the system and stuff like that. It has nothing to do with the system. Like
it does. It has everything to do with it. You're saying you sold out to the system. That was the title of your stream.
I did. No one forced me to do that. I did. So
that's what I'm saying. But I'm not even trying to put blame on it. I'm just saying, like, I think it'd be good for you to take some time away from social media.
But I feel that. I feel what you're saying and everything. But like, this is what I love. That's like telling a football player, like, he might be going through a rough time playing football, but it's like, yo, man, maybe you should stop playing football, or maybe you should stop doing what you love. It's like, when you're going through the most difficult time, you should do what you love even more. You feel me?
That's a hard take to agree with. Even football, people who play football and love football, they have an off season. Any type of athlete, they have an off season. YouTube, there's no off season, so you need to make your own off season. There's always time that you need to take for yourself to spend with loved ones, spend with friends, do the things that you need to do to become the best version of yourself. So when you do come back and you do come back to doing what you love, one, you don't lose that spark of loving what you do, but also so you can give the best possible content. The greatest ideas will come when you are at peace of mind. That's what I've found in my life. And I think a lot of people would agree with that. It's in peace of mind or an extremely high stress. Now, it feels like they're just going to go back and forth here for a while. I would love to talk a little bit more about what I think as far as JiDion and the crying that he has been doing and whether or not it's a W or it's an L. So there's two ways that you can look at this right from the get-go. As far as it being an L, crying and emotionalizing yourself can be bad if you can't look at all of the facets that are causing it, and then it sucks you down deeper, and eventually you can land into a place of depression, and then a lot of people can't do anything. They become frozen in place, and they can't get a lot done. When it's a W, you can cry and let out a lot of things. See the things that were bothering you, turn those things around, and come back better than ever. Now, seeing the success that JiDion has had on YouTube, had success with the ideas he has and the creative mind that he is a problem solver. So he's going to take this and he's going to bounce back and he's going to come back twice as hard. If he has 5 million now, I'm going to make a prediction that he's going to hit 7, 8, 9 million in the next year, he's going to push and hit big numbers, especially if he bounces back the way that I see him doing it. He's a strong person, and he's definitely going to get it done. Very funny as well. If you haven't seen JiDion's channel, go check it out for sure. Obviously, if you're finding mine, you've probably found his already. But yeah, I think it's a big W. I think he's going to turn this around fully. And I think that Shneako does have a great point as well. Sometimes you do need a break, especially when this is your entire lifestyle. So go touch some grass, bro. Give yourself a break, even if it's just for a weekend, even if it's for 4 or 5 days. It'll be good for you, man. But anyway, guys, I think that's a huge W. I think he's going to be able to turn this around. As far as crying goes, let's save it for the times that matter. Obviously, with him, this is his entire life. So something that might seem small to some is huge to others. And as long as you can understand that and experiences to the individual, then we all can share in the experiences of each other and learn and become the best versions of ourselves. I hope you guys are doing good. I have another video coming out soon for you guys. I love you so much. Peace.